Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Still a little tired, but just woken up and thought to do a video on the AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door pay-per-view that took place last night. Now, I'm gonna go over the match card and tell you guys what I thought of each match, what I thought was match of the night, what I thought wasn't match of the night, could have done better, blah blah blah. So we start off with the first. We're not going to look at the buy-in. Uh, I didn't really watch the buy-in. The only match of the buy-in I watched was the Gun Club, um, and Platinum Maskcaster or whatever against the LA Dojo or whatever. Um, and I wasn't really paying attention because it was the actual pay-per-view. Um, but the actual pay-per-view portion of Forbidden Door. The first match was the Trios Tag Team match with Eddie Kingston. And I'm going to try to pronounce these Japan names the best I can. Shoto Unimo. I don't know if I say that right. Willie Yuta and then, against Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Suzuki. Um, the winning team gets the Blood and Guts advantage Dynamite this Wednesday, which can't wait for. I'll explain why when I get to another third match. Um, but what this was actually a great match. This whole pay per view was actually really good, and crazy enough, I actually had my like, I had my doubts. I ain't gonna lie, I had my doubts that this was gonna be a good pay per view because there was no CM Punk, there was no Brian Danielson, um, and I thought those two were definitely big additions that we would want to see face off against, a New Japan Pro Wrestling superstar. But either way, this match actually was really good. Eddie Kingston and Suzuki went head to head in this a lot. I would love to see a future one-on-one match between those two because of what they were doing. Um, this pay per view is actually so good that I might go back actually later today and watch the whole thing again because that's how good it was. Um, I believe. Let's see. Uh, I believe. Yep. Chris Jericho. Um, won with the Judas effect, pinned that one guy, and all that. But it was a good match. But Jericho and that team wins. Um, then we got the winner takes all for the ROH World Tag Team Champions FTR, and the IWGP Tag Team Champions United Empire, and then Roppongi Vice, Trevor and Rocky Romero. Um, this was actually also a really good match. It was actually crazy because in the beginning, somewhat into the beginning of the match, uh, Cash, or not Cash, I'm sorry, Dax Harwood injured his shoulder, his left shoulder, I believe it was, and he got taken to the back, and it looked like Cash was gonna be like all by himself, and dude was getting his ass whooped. Like when I say his ass whooped, I mean his ass whooped. It was like crazy. Um, he ended up taking out finally. I believe to Triparetta, and then it was just a good match overall. Ended up Cash getting taken back in, fighting off everyone. Dax Harwood ended up coming out with his left shoulder taped, and they put out a great fucking match. Even with that little I don't know if he was supposed to be like he was supposed to get injured or he really just did get injured. He came back and had a tore the house down even more, and FTR ended up coming out the winners with both of them. Um, with both the take belts, the ROH and the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. So they're on the roll, man. They're on the roll. Then we had the new AEW All Atlantic Championship. I don't know why they introduced it. Honestly, it was Pac versus the Master Pac versus the Redeemer Barrow, Malachi Black, Clark Connors. Um, this one, this one was an alright match. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee. This was an alright match. Um, wasn't really one of those that like we're gonna be like, oh my god, like this was one of them that could be match of the night. It was a good match, no, like, but it wasn't that like, like it needed like a kick to it. It seemed like I wasn't too interested in it. Also, maybe because it's another championship with this company that we don't need, you know. But I get it; they're all from different parts of the world, so maybe that's why it's all Atlantic. I don't know. But the Bastard Pack ends up winning with having Clark Connors in, I believe. Yeah, Clark Connors in, I believe it was him, if I remember. Yeah, into the, uh, into the Bruiser and made him tap out. Um, but it was a cool ending. Then we had Bullet Club, which are the Young Bucks and El Phantasmo versus Dudes with Attitude, Darby, Allin, Stin, and Chicago. Chicago? I don't know how to say his name. But that guy. Um, Sting was introduced, but he did come out for his entrance, which was funny as hell. We were all like, what? Then the Young Bucks came out, and then, Bullet Club, and everything. Then the lights go out, and then Sting jumped out. It jumped off of the entrance ramp after the lights came back on. And that's how they started. This was actually an okay match. It was actually a pretty good match. Sting did really fucking good. Sting showed out. Sting can move, and I was looking up. I was talking to a friend. We were talking about like, dude, he's still going, Sting. I was like, dude, I remember him at Impact. He was like, yeah, and he's older than me. He was like, I remember him WCW. I'm like, Jesus. And but yeah, and he did good for 63. And but yeah, dudes with attitudes ends up winning. Um, then we had the AEW Women's Championship match, which was Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm. This is actually a really good match. Um, both women had respect for each other in the beginning. Um, it was a good match, but I wouldn't say it was kind of like that Fatal 4-Way for the All Atlantic Championship. It was like it wasn't that. It still needs something, Maybe because it was two faces going against each other. Who knows? Good match though overall. Thunder Rosa ends up winning with the final reckoning, or Goldust or Dusty Rhodes' finisher. Then we had the IWGP United States Heavyweight Title match, which was Will Ospreay versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Which, Jesus Christ, I think that's fucking match of the night. I think this was match of the night, honestly. This either has match of the night written all over it, or that uh, triple threat tag team match. Because God, this match right here, this match was a fucking bop, bro. This match was so good. Um, it was just so good. I, this pay per view too. Remind you, this pay per view went on. It started at 7. It was like a WrestleMania. It seemed like that's how long it was. It started at 7, and it went until I would say 11 o'clock, 10:30 about. Like this fucking pay per view went on for a while. Um, but Will Ospreay ends up retaining his IWGP United States Heavyweight title, which kind of figured. But Orange Cassidy looked really good. I actually thought he was gonna win. Um, but yeah. Um, but this match right here. Why am I excited for Dynamite this Wednesday? Zack Sabre Jr. versus the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli. which is AKA Cesaro. Um, Holy shit. Now, I and we either thought it was gonna be Cesaro or Johnny Gargano. That's what I thought it was gonna be. I was My one friend thought it was Johnny Gargano, and I was like, it could be him. That's very good, true. But I'm also thinking Cesaro, and I threw that out there, kind of out of we haven't seen him. Hopefully it's him. Maybe it's him. Not really keeping my hopes up. And then when I heard him come out and I saw him, I was like, dude, holy shit, he's here. Um, and he's part of the Blackpool Combat Club, which is fucking awesome because you have almost all XWE guys in that, and I think that's hilarious. Um, but that group is just great. Blackpool Combat Club, I think, is one of the best things that they have going on right now, just because it's so, just the talent they have in that. Um, and now that he's here, he's a part. He took Brian Danielson's part, take in that Blood and Guts. So I can't wait to see more Cesaro. I also love Cesaro too because of Up Up Down Down. Um, Cesaro or Claudio ends up winning. So yeah. Um, so and yeah. But this man, dude, Claudio, with that bell rate, that Claudio took that mother Zack Zimmer. He charged him with a European uppercut, and then why they say rocked him with a European cut? I just want to. That's not what happened actually. But oh, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Jeez, holy shit! I'm allergic to this fucking bullshit. This is AEW wrestling too, isn't it? What the fuck? Um, but no, he charged him and hit him with a neutral after an uppercut, hit him with a neutralizer, but and then hit him with the Ricola bomb. So, but then we had the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match. This Fatal 4-Way was weird because um at the end Jay White pinned Adam Cole, but it looked like Adam Cole was supposed to kick out or he tried to, but I think he was injured. So Jay White wins. This match was like good, but like at the end, like I think Okada was supposed to hit Adam Cole with the Rainmaker, but he like ducked. But it looked like he just fell down, so I don't know if he was supposed to do that or if he was supposed to take it and then Jay White was supposed to come in and steal him, like hit him with the switchblade and then pin Adam Cole instead. Don't know. Have to learn more about that on Wednesday, see what happens. But then we had the ATM Inner World Championship match. John Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Um, it was a good match. Moxley was busted open. Um, Early on in the match, and I didn't bleed like crazy. Uh, but he hit him with the paradigm shift, or as he called it, Death Rider now. I don't fucking know. Pinned Tanahashi and ended up winning. It was actually crazy. Because I thought that it just seemed like he wasn't like, or it seemed like he was gonna win, but it seems like so lackluster. It was like so like anti dramatic. It seemed like because I thought he was gonna kick out. But after match, Jericho, Daniel Garcia go down, then attack Tanahashi and Moxley. Then Eddie Kingston charged down. Ortiz and Santana came. The rest of JAS came out, and all of a sudden, Claudio's music hits and ran down a clean house. Um, which actually was cool because I kind of figured that was gonna happen, but I don't like that as well because I feel like that's like pushing it. They were pushing it. They're like pushing Claudio down our throat right away. Don't like that way, but I also understand what they're doing. But guys, overall, I think match of the night was either Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy, or even Claudio versus Zack Sabre Jr. That was a good match too. Um, or the FTR match, tag team match. This yeah, that the winner takes all match. Um, Lackluster match of the night is what I'm gonna call it. Is the All Atlantic Championship match or the Thunder Rosa Tony Storm match, or even or possibly even the IWGP Heavyweight Championship match, just because the ending. But again, he also got Adam Cole got injured or is injured, I guess. I don't know. So that's the reason why. So that's the reason why I'm kind of not doing that. But yeah, but guys, like, subscribe, share this video, and all that good stuff. AEW Forbidden Door, um, pretty good pay per view, better than all WWE's pay per views so far. That's crazy to think. I think this was like a WrestleMania pay per view. They should really do this every year. If that's my opinion. But guys, yeah, enjoyed the yeah, just thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Peace. We ain't not saying what the fuck is he talking about. Nah. I've been going up, you been going out. Yeah. Talking on my name, no, I'm showing down name.